What's up, what's up, what's up, rockers? It is your boy Chew, aka Gaming with Chew, coming back at you with another ROK video. And today, we are going to be talking about, I would say probably the number one issue in the game. And also the number one issue unaddressed in the game. The devs recently just released some feedback about this issue, and that is piloting, okay? Now, if you are, I'll just send this home. If you are new to the game, or if you have been living under a rock and you're asking yourself, well, what is a pilot? Congratulations. Welcome to the game. All right, we're happy to see you. We're happy to bring in all the new players. And if you've been playing for a while and you're still asking this question, stop lying, okay? Or get out from underneath that rock, okay? Or join your kingdom's Discord, all right? Pilots are essentially somebody that will play your account for you. You're probably asking yourself, well, why would I want somebody to play my account for me? Exactly. You're 100% correct right there. Spot on, all right? The number one reason why people play or purchase pilots in this game is time, all right? Not everybody has the time to sit there and play the game nonstop, 12 hours plus. They probably have the time to do it, on a Saturday or Friday whenever pass opens and a KVK, because most KVK fighting will happen on the weekends. But your average player will probably play, I would say, for 2 to 4 hours, right? And then after that, they will get up, go make lunch, go watch a movie, go to a football game. You don't know, right? Your average player is going to go spend time with family, etc., right? That's where pilots step in. Imagine a world where there are 50 accounts in your kingdom playing 24/7. All right? Just imagine it right now. Imagine the amount of speed ups they would have from all the barb chaining they would do. Imagine all the extra gems they would have from doing the bollards that has gotten pretty popular recently. All right, 24/7. Imagine how stacked their account would look compared to yours. Whenever you only have the time to play for an hour or two a day, right? It would be so hard to beat a kingdom like that. And it is so hard to beat kingdoms like that because we have that issue right now in this game, okay? Where people will get these pilots to literally play their accounts 24/7, all right? And it's almost like a requirement in Imperium KVKs, like the 1960-77 KVK. It's almost like everybody's doing it. I would honestly be willing to say that probably 50% of the kingdoms in this game, or players, not kingdoms, 50% of the players in this game have at least used a pilot one time. That would be my guess. I'm curious if there's gonna be any fighting. Let's go watch some fights. But that would be my assumption, is at least over 50% of the players in this game have at least used a pilot or thought about using a pilot, okay? Now, with that being said, if we look here, you might be thinking you're fighting with your friends, right? Who's this guy? Iwata TH, right? Shout out Iwata, right? But I might be thinking I'm fighting with my buddy Z-Cab over here. This is not happening right now, I'm going to say, okay? But imagine I'm buddies with this guy in real life, right? And I'm fighting with him, or so I think. But it's really some random person playing on this guy's account, right? You, at this point, don't even know if you're fighting with your own allies, right? It might be somebody in a whole different country that you're playing with. It's just that subjective at this point. Like, you just expect it. That not everybody's going to be on their account if you're in a bigger KVK. Smaller ones, yeah. But, if you're a top-end player, one of the top 20, I would say, you're probably running pilots on your accounts. It is what it is. Like, we all know it. It's just the way of the game. Now, recently in the dev feedback, they did address this question. Let me pop this up. So, the question was, pilots have an outsized impact on the current KVK ecosystem? They do. They really do. Without them, it's difficult to stay competitive, and it really is. But relying on them, it also makes it hard to maintain a stable community or connected community, which I'm just talking about right now. Like, you don't even know if you're playing with your own allies at this point. Like, the account's there, but the person's not, right? Unless you're actively in a Discord voice chat with them, you don't know. Like, it's just so hard to tell. And then here's the response. We'll soon be adding a War Frenzy duration limit feature. Okay. Now, I love and hate this. The reason being, is because they are officially looking into it, right? They're starting to address it, right? The other reason why I might hate it is the duration limit part of it, okay? What is that limit going to be? Let's talk about this more whenever I'm done reading this answer. We'll soon be adding a War Frenzy duration limit feature, which we hope will curtail excessively long open field fighting battles. This feature will be pioneer tested in a handful of newly opened KVKs. Let's hope it's not mine. Based on player feedback and test results, we'll make further improvements before rolling out to all kingdoms. In addition, we'll continue experimenting with adjustments to the battlefield environment and KVK pacing to help mitigate the impact of piloting on the overall war ecosystem. Okay. Again, I love that it's officially being addressed, right? They're talking about it, which is, I mean, honestly the best that we could ask for right now, because slowly over time, over the past few years, piloting is a thing that has kind of just been like a snowball, right? It starts off small, and as it's rolling down a hill, it's slowly and slowly getting bigger and bigger and kind of just building up right now. It's gotten to the point to where, like, right now, again, you're just expecting at this point for kingdoms to be running pilots, for your garrison and rally leads to be running pilot. Like, you need, at this point, 24/7 uptime, kind of like how in the 1960 and 2377 KVK, it runs down to who has the best pilots, who has more pilots at this. Like, it's just ridiculous at this point. But if you want to get rid of piloting or limit it, let's talk about this War Frenzy duration limit, okay? If this duration limit is going to be 4 or 8 hours and you're not going to try to do anything else about it, is that how long I can play my account for? Like, there's times where I'm there 12 hours in a day because it's a weekend and I have nothing else to do, and I'm watching a movie and playing on my phone here and there, right? Is the War Frenzy duration, like, timer right now, which is 15 minutes, going to get reduced? What is it going to count if I'm in a flag and the flag doesn't get attacked for 45 minutes? Like, what's the limit here? Where do we draw the line, right? Now, I think if you aren't going to do anything with, like, the issue right now, like the secondary password issue, and you require the secondary password to craft and dismantle gear and purchase bundles even, it requires it for that too. Why not, one, require it for open field battling? It's like if I'm this person right here and I want to send my march out to this battle, or if I'm in, this zone, if I'm not in the safe zone right now, if I'm in this zone, actively a fighting zone, why not require the secondary password to be used to leave my city, okay? Like, where was I at? Where's the fighting at? Where did it go? Is it here? There was fighting somewhere over here. Right here. Here we go. Why not require a secondary password to leave your city and join the fight? Why not? You already have a secondary password, and I'm fairly certain it was created for the piloting issue, for the risk of people using pilots and all their gear getting dismantled. Why not include it to be able to run in the field, right? Make it a short timer. This War Frenzy duration limit, make it 2 hours, right? An hour, who cares? Make it such a small amount to where it is, like, annoying to the fact that I need to require my secondary password to the point where I want to turn it off or tell a pilot, like, hey, here's my secondary password, right? That runs the risk of people's accounts getting absolutely destroyed. Like, if they want to use pilots, great, here's your chance. But you run the risk, right? At least give them that option. Like, you have a chance of your account being absolutely smashed into the ground, okay? Or, better yet, get rid of the secondary password, right? That's the only reason why it was created, was for piloting. Like, I know it was, quote-unquote, for account security. We all know it's piloting, right? Everybody in the Rise of Kingdoms community that's been playing for over a year or that understands anything about the game knows it was for piloting, right? So, one way to fix it is to either A, if you don't want to get rid of the secondary password, make it a requirement for the open field. If you can require it for dismantling and crafting gear and purchasing bundles, you can figure out a way and a decently small timer. Don't make it 16 hours because that's just pointless. A decently small timer to where a pilot would require a secondary password, and not one time, and it refreshes the timer. every time they want to leave that city, okay? And that if I log off my device and log into another one, require it again, okay? Because every time you log off your account and you want to go purchase a different bundle, every time you log in, it'll require it, okay? Require it again. Don't make it where somebody can log back into their account, type in the secondary password, log off, their pilot logs back in, and then bam, their pilot has another 8-hour timer refreshed, right? Don't do that. Every time after this refresh requires it, right? Or get rid of the secondary password. There's no point at that point. If you're wanting to actually address a piloting issue, get rid of the secondary password. Hands down, just white slate it, right? Because what's the point at that point? There'd be no reason to have it. If you're wanting to address the piloting issue, fully address it, do that. Or require, goodness, sorry me. Or require the secondary password to be able to run actively in the open field, all right? That's just my 2 cents. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Your thoughts, your opinions, your suggestions, all right? If you don't say anything, you're just as much of an issue, right? You should be speaking your opinion every time this dead feedback comes out. You should be voicing your opinion on it. If you're wanting a more fun, balanced KVK, require it or get rid of it. That's my 2 cents, right? Again, let me know what y'all think down below. I'm happy to hear everybody's opinions, everybody's thoughts. I'm curious on what y'all think as well. But outside of that, hope you had a good time. If you did, make sure to hit that notification button. It'll let you know every time I go live or post. So if you're wanting to see some of our KVK fighting, smash that notification bell. I'll be going live for all the fighting. I'll be doing some kind of barb chaining streams here soon. And if you are not subscribed, please hit that sub button. It really helps me out. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we are going to hit it soon. Outside of that, hope you had a good time. If you did, take care. Love y'all. Take care. Peace.